Good evening, folks. Give me 1 second. Forgot to do one thing here. Oh, this hurts. Okay. Got to shut off a couple of, switch some lights around. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm just tired. Lost my breath. Yesterday, I was completely out of breath to the point where I went and did some errands, came home, crashed around 5, woke up at about 1:30 in the morning, went back to bed at 3, and all this other stuff. So, yeah, I'm just no pain, no temperature or anything like that. Just a weird out of breath thing. Knee is doing okay for what it is. So I'm still working on that. So if you want to come on up, the link is in the chat, if you would, please. Got plenty of room over here. Got some questions, got some answers, got some ideas I'd like to share with you. And I like, for those of us who was with JV the other day, if you could pop up, I'd really like to talk to you about it too. I'd like to talk to you guys about it too in person instead of this way, because I need to be able to hear responses right now. Also, I just got done taking a shower and it took a lot out of me. So I'm clean, got my coffee. So hope everybody is doing well. Ajax, Tyler, how you doing? Dan, glad you can make it, brother. I really appreciate it. Let me mute this side here. Sorry, I had to mute this YouTube side and pop out my chat here. Hadn't had a chance to do that yet. That way I keep track faster and all that stuff. You know how it goes. Let's reduce myself a little bit. There we go. That would help. Because I think I got myself a little bit too wide here. There we go. Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Yep. Yeah, if you guys read the description and stuff, there's going to be a Temu challenge coming up. It's going to be $100 in its entirety challenge, which means $100 has got to cover the item, shipping, and taxes and all that crap. And it can't be more than $100. It's going to be an overnight type of thing. So I got to get shelter, everything I need to survive a night for $100, which, like I said, includes taxes and everything else. How you doing, Daniel? Glad you can make it. Say hi to Tiffany for me. I really appreciate that as well. Oh, Tyler, are you okay? Ajax was in a car accident today.
Wow.
Is your car okay? Are you going to be okay? I need answers, please. Don't let me make up my mind about it, because that's scary. Maybe the coffee will help. Couldn't hurt. So, hi, Tiffany. Jenny's right there. Say hi, hon. She's just waiting, folks. She doesn't feel vocal right now. How you doing, Ozarks? How great. For those people who were there, a challenge was discussed and issued, which included myself and a few others, including JV. I'm trying to remember everybody who was there. If you were there, please let me know. To do a Temu challenge for $100. Now, the stipulation is a little different than most. That includes shipping and handling and taxes and all whatever it is. So, got to come up with shelter, fire, all that stuff. The only thing we don't have to worry about is food. We can bring our own food. So food and water. So that's off the board. So if you were there, please put a 1 in the chat. That way I know who was involved, because I'm interested. I'm highly interested, but I won't be partaking until way after my next one, which is going to be my flea market challenge. So that one's first and foremost, because it'll give me. I'm not going to do anything until before then to give myself and my body to chance to heal more before I'm ready to go do stuff like that. So the litmus test is going to be the flea market, because that's going to be an endurance test for me. So I'm going to handle my walking, handle my everything I need to do. Go from there. Yeah, I can understand that. And you wouldn't believe how challenging it is trying to figure out how much something is, what will work for a night, and what you'd be willing to keep afterwards from Temu. There's not much. I found a few gems that I would, I'm adding to my items that I'm going to keep afterwards. One item I definitely don't need, but I think it's cool. Now, who knows what that's going to happen. That was never discussed, Dan. But I think it might be something in the future, because that way you can show a receipt that one of the items of the item in question. So it's going to have to wait and see how that's going to work out. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Well, I hope it's not too much there, Rob. Well, thank you. I have lost a lot of weight. As of the other day, I weigh 259.7 and dropping. You can see it right here in my throat, mostly. And my clothes are a little baggier. My wife says I've lost weight, so that's a good thing. My energy levels, I think it might be because I lost so much weight so fast, hon. That might be part of it. So that's probably why I lost. If I sound like I'm out of breath, this is because I am. I've been getting winded easier. So I'm going to have to work on getting my endurance back up. That's my biggest issue right now, is endurance. I'm working on flexibility. That's part of everything I'm doing. For those people who didn't know, this is the second time I had to learn how to bend this knee before again. But this is the first time I actually had to replace a joint to do it. The first time I was really young, and it took a long time, and it was a lot more painful than this, because my muscles are still there. They're not as atrophied as the first time it happened. Now, would you be able to do an overnight camp out somewhere there, Rob? Because if you've got a local distribution, it'd be a lot cheaper for shipping. You don't have to worry about shipping things overseas as much. Now, I may add one item in there that's not part of the challenge, just because I'm old. I don't sit on the ground. That has nothing to do with the challenge. This is just my comfort thing. But I might add my folding chair. That's all. But That's all that matters. Like I said, it has to include shipping. So that's the problem I'm having, is trying to find decent quality items that I'd be willing to either use or qualify for, and still be under the limit. Yeah, I know. That's one of the things you got to worry about too. So $100 is a lot, especially for me right now, because I'm limited to 2/3 of my check, huh? 60% of my check right now being on workman's comp. So I don't have as much as I should be. But as everything goes well, next 4 months, I think they said on average it's going to take me to get through physical therapy and stuff. They'll should be working my way back into work. This one's not a C thing. This one's is just a overnight camping. If you want to just call it overnight camping, if you want to call it a survival challenge, you can do that. I'm planning on a tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad. I'm throwing in a tarp because I can't trust the tent. A cook kit and an axe saw combo. 5 items. But you're allowed to bring your own food. That's always good. So I just hope what I acquire is going to be enough. I probably won't be comfortable, but at least I want to give it a shot. I understand that. That's part of the challenge, which is why one of the items I'm adding to my list of things is a tarp to go over my tent, because I can't guarantee that it will be waterproof. I didn't even put a backpack on there at all. I'm just basically bring everything in my box, unbox it there at the site, and set everything up. Like I said, I am going to allow myself one comfort because of my knee and everything, and that's going to be my folding chair. We don't get free shipping here, unfortunately. You need to spend a lot more than $100 to get free shipping here. $150 to get free shipping, and we're not spending that much. And even with what I've told you about with shipping and everything, it came under in the like $89 with shipping and all that stuff for all of it. And that's me just picking out the items I'm looking at right now. I don't have the funds to do it right yet. So that's why another reason why I'm putting it down past after the Watch Your County flea market, which is not until May. So it's going to be a summer thing for me. It will happen. It's just going to take me some time and my wife's glaring approval. The reason I'm saying glaring, because she's going to glare at me when I do it. I'm hoping it'll get me views. That's the big thing. So that would help build my channel up a bit. And that means when I can help you, I can help other people and that kind of thing. So I will show you what I plan on picking, and you guys tell me what you think. And yeah, that kind of thing. My items that I've chosen. You guys tell me what you think, and you guys judge me good, bad, otherwise. Because I've been through this like a couple times trying to figure out what would work, what wouldn't work. Like I said, I am choosing one item that's not on the list just because I physically want to make sure I'm going to be okay about this. Really, $45, Rob? That's cheating. But okay, if that's what he has no overseas shipping. So you're lucky. You're overseas. He's a lot closer to you. Um, but get as much as you can for $100, Rob. Now, I don't know if that's $100 US or is that what is $100 US to Europe? Give me a second here. You can if you can do it for 76.93 or less, Rob. I believe it's about 76.93 currently, whatever the current exchange rate is. Dang it. Double dang it. I'm going to have to sit back, folks, because there's no way I can keep sitting forward. So bear with me here. Let me do some adjusting. For one, my left knee is starting to hurt. And I think it'd be a lot easier to me to keep my breath if I do it the other way anyway. Give me a second here, folks. I'm trying to get myself situated. Oh, that's better. Ow. My knee did not like that. Okay, now let me pull that side up here. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to remove some items. I think I'm missing some stuff. So, yep, I got to find my tarp. It's not showing up. Let me see here, because my tarp's not on my list anymore. Actually, I should check. I've got some items that are on my list, so Let's check it out. My wish list. I think I had them on my wish list. I'm going to have to find another one because it's not listed on it anymore. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go with 971 or yeah, that one. I think I got everything. Okay. This is what I found so far, folks. You guys tell me what you think. Okay, give me a second here, folks. I got to make this bigger. I'm not sure if that worked. Okay. Okay. First item that I picked out is this tarp. It's the reason I picked that up because I wanted to be able to cover the tent just in case. It's not the color I chose, I wanted, but it'll work for what I need it for. Give me a second. It didn't work. Let me see. Let me share this. Another share here. Give me a second here. This is the tarp I was talking about. Please forgive me. I'm just trying to remember what I have on screen at any given time. It's not this color, but this one here, the camouflage one is the cheapest. And you got the green, black, camel, and camouflage. And the camouflage was like $9.52. And it comes with all this, so that's good at least. Now, going to my next item and stuff like that. Please forgive me here. Is this one here. And it's just the stove. I don't have any equipment with it or anything like that. I would like to try to find a better one because I was looking at a mess kit with stove combo initially, and the one I have sold out, and it was going to be like a little wood gas stove and everything else, and trying to find something that I'm not going to try to using a one that requires a propane tank or anything like that, like a backpacking stove like this one here. I don't want that one. So I got to find something that has the equivalent and stuff like that. So, if anybody has any suggestions or knows any ideas, I have some time before any of this is going to be purchased. We're talking months down the road, and try to keep it under what I've got. My score, my total right now is $74.02. If you guys want to come up, you're more than welcome to. I really appreciate it if you would. Because right now, it's going to be tough. Because what I wanted isn't available anymore. Because it was going to be a wood stove similar to this one. To this one, but it sold out. Give me a second here, folks. I got to find out some information here. Now, some of the other items were a lot easier to because they're still in my deal, such as my sleeping pad, tent, and sleeping bag. And this is one of my main items that I really, really am looking forward to finding. Give me a second here. About more about it. Not sure if that's the same one. It is. Yep, that's the one. Okay. This is the one that I'm really interested in checking out because besides it being an axe or hatchet in this case, it's got a survival whistle and ferro rod. So that's a bonus in my book. Let me check. No, none of them are free shipping. Only I got one item which is free, and I believe that's my sleeping pad. Give me a second here. I got to do something here. Yeah. None of my items are free shipping. I wish it was, but I can't choose everything by free shipping because I wouldn't be able to afford everything I need. As much as I would say otherwise. Hey, Blake. I plan to, but I mean, this right here, like I said, this axe comes with a saw, the hatchet itself, and in the sheath also has a ferro rod and whistle. I'm not worried about the whistle. Never have been worried about whistles, but the ferro rod I could use. I just got to find the proper mess kit stove combo, and that's the hard part. Because the one I had chosen, it's gone, sold out. Because the one I chose actually had the wood gas stove, um, foldable silverware, and in a small mess kit. So, and it was for a decent price too. But trying to find one with a wood gas stove is like near impossible nowadays because everybody likes their propane. And I don't look like Hank Hill, folks. Oh, I'm hoping that the discounts will come in. Because, like I said, the first item I had to replace is the tarp, and that's going over the tent, which is a really really small tent. And it's short for most people except me. I'm really short. It's a couple inches taller than I am. So I'm hoping between the sleeping pad and the sleeping bag, it'll be enough for at least a night. And with the axe and saw, if I get the right cook setup, this is the one that got sold out that I want. So I'm gonna keep that in there, and hopefully it'll replace itself. This is the one right here. I'm gonna probably just remove that. But I get a really, I mean, with shipping and everything right now, it's 57 and everything. Let me check. I might check the current total here. $64.84 total with what I have in my thing right now, and I'm missing one item, and that's the stove. What do you guys think? Let me stop sharing here. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I think it's going to be a really cool setup. It won't be ideal. And I think, with the exception of a couple items, one of my nephews is going to end up with a tent. What do you think about Benny getting a tent
I don't know.
with sleeping bag and everything?
You have to ask his mom first.
He can camp out in the backyard. He's not. Yeah, he wouldn't get the stove, obviously, or the axe. Anybody got any suggestions, any ideas, any comments, criticisms, good, bad, otherwise? Let me know. Because right now I feel like I'm talking to myself, and it's a little disconcerting. Daniel, what do you think? Blake, what do you think? Dan, what do you think? Tyler, if you're okay, what do you think? Rob, what do you think? Um, okay, I may be doing a challenge, but I'm not stupid. Iowa rains at any given time. I am not going to try to risk my health for a single night, and I have an idea of who to give it to after I'm. Hey, Jay, thank you for coming. I'm old. That's all I'm going to say. Good to see you as well, Jay. I figured I can give the tent to one of my nephews after the challenge as a gift. So I've got multiple nephews though. The only one that's probably shorter than me that's I don't know if he'd ever use it would be oh crap. What's her Shanny's son? Love? Shanny's son?
What?
Shanny's son.
Ashton?
Ashton. Okay. I don't want to spend the extra cash. And I couldn't really beat the price on the tent. Just to let you know, the tent itself was only less than $10. The original tent I was looking at was cheaper than that. It was like $7.49 for the tent. My original tent that I had looked at was $1.92. And I was going by price more than anything else. So I was trying to cram as much as I physically could into the $100 without sacrificing comfort. Just because no tauntauns, though my wife wishes there were. Love.
I heard tauntauns.
Rob made that joke. She smiled. She loves Star Wars. And no, I'm not. How tall is Mark Hamill?
What?
How tall is Mark Hamill?
I don't know.
That
Not
one.
that big of a nut about it.
Oh, I'm shorter than he is. I'm shorter than Mark Hamill, but I'm probably a lot heavier. But someone might complain to me, taking down a tauntaun with a lightsaber. But lightsabers aren't on the list either, so I can't do that. Though I'm sure my wife would try to find a working lightsaber somewhere. Welcome back, Ozark. If anybody is interested in coming up, the link's at the top of the chat. Let me know. I can always use more, inner commentary. And people tell me that I'm, an idiot or whatever. A car door. Now, car camping, aside, or in my case, truck camping, I don't know if that would actually count or not, folks, because that would be something interesting to see. I'm just curious to see if there was actually anything. They got some cheap models, but I don't know. I really want to go that route. Way to go. A C? What do you mean a C? Oh, that does true. But I'm not. This one's not having to do with the C's. This is just a straight overnight type of thing. The C's I'm doing for the bug out thing in at the flea market. Totally separate thing. I have another challenge, but I'm not sure if anybody would be interested in that. And that's just a grilled cheese challenge. If you're interested in that, let me know. If that was the case, I want a my old '78 Chevy Suburban. That's a definite C. Until I'm fully recovered, I can't really do much. But I'm hoping by beginning of May I'll be ready. It's got a few more months. I literally just had surgery a little over 2 weeks ago, so I'm still learning. I'm still healing. But I think that a vehicle would probably be way outside the scope of the challenge, though, Dan. Unfortunately. Daniel, are you and Tiffany still here, or are you incognito? Because Ian had some questions for you about designing a knife. So he's got some drawings that he made up, at least a drawing. He couldn't find any proper paper, so he used a piece of cardboard. Um, Other than that, I mean, that's what I've got going for that. So I'm going to just open it up to open chat. So if anybody has any questions, we'll table that for now, and we'll go on put that towards the next in the future. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, besides Cornfed and myself and Ian, I'm not sure who's going to be at the flea market this year. Jenny and my sister Joni are going to be there for a day, and I'm sure she's going to say hi to everybody who's there. You get to meet Rob's wife and everything. You don't think you've met them yet. Jenny gave a thumbs up to that. So, you did meet him at the gathering. You met Rob and his wife before at the gathering.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that won, and she said,
Yes.
"I want half." She claimed all the good items that she wanted, which was funny. So, where are you guys going camping, Ozark? We don't have a lot of free camping sites that are open right now. The one Ian and I went and checked one yesterday that I plan on doing my first camp out for the year. to get myself something in shape for this. Um, that's okay. I'm just glad to get my breath back because I was running out of breath there for a moment. Um, if Ajax or if you're here, please let me know and let me know if you're okay because you never answered. Dan, did he ever answer you? Oh, yes, we are unleashing Ian at the flea market. And he's going to have some rough competition this year because I am going to be healthier. We're having a different third person so far. And yeah, we're going to, and I'm doing mine for something else. I'm really looking forward to the flea market. It's going to be a real test of my endurance by that time. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better because one of the things they're probably going to have me do, I believe, is going to be riding a bicycle. So, Noblet Campground, Mark Twain National Forest. Oh, that sounds like a nice place. I don't know where that is, but I am going to find out. Oh, that's a pretty park. For those people who want to see it, here, give me a second here. Okay, this is the Noblet Lake, the one he was discussing. Nice open area. Only 3 pictures, unfortunately. Wish they had more pictures, unfortunately. Let me see if I can find some better uh, pictures here. Give me a second here, folks, to get some better ones here. Look at they got some good pictures. Oh yeah. Check out this lake they're going to be camping out, huh? Love?
What?
This is where one of their guys are going to be camping this weekend.
Nice.
I like the waterfall. I know you do too. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that on the picture thing. So you're going to Missouri, Dan? Or are you just going to camp out where you're at? I got some throwing hatchets. Hey, Tyler, are you okay? Cool. Look forward to the video, or videos, I should say, for both of you. Dan's going to Missouri, love.
Cool.
Just be careful on the drive there, Dan. Well, like I said, folks, if you're wanting to come up, you're more than welcome. It's almost 8 o'clock. I've been up here on myself, explaining some things. I am ready to share this if I can, if you want to see this. I don't know how much I already are. Dan, is there a bear bait? Okay. What happened? Tyler, I want to know. Did you get hit, or did you hit somebody else? Was there a deer involved? Was there a mad squirrel that jumped on and hijacked your steering wheel? Hey, hon. Ozark invited Dan there to Missouri because he's bear bait.
This is what?
Bear bait.
Oh.
Well, you do what the doc says, Tyler. Take it easy. I'm kind of curious. How far is that from here? From me, anyway. I'm just curious. That's 400 miles one trip. There's no way I'm making that trip. Not on my current budget, especially non-existent budget. Did he get charged? Hey, hon. Ajax, the one that's up in Michigan, got hit by a drunk driver. He was going 80 miles an hour in a 35.
Jeez.
Put him in the ditch. Was it just you, Tyler? Please tell me it was just you, not you and your family. He said he hurt his back.
No, you don't go over there.
I've dealt as an EMT. I dealt with one drunk driving case, and as a EMT on scene, and it's one of the reasons why I quit being an EMT. I'll go into details only if you guys ask about it, but I'd rather not. It's one of the like I said, I stopped being an EMT after that, especially in the civilian world. For those people who know the story, you know. Well, I bet the person that hit you didn't even get hurt. Tyler, do you feel up to coming up here and talking about it or no? He was knocked out, hun.
Oh dear.
Be well, Ozarks. Thank you for being here. See you later, brother.
Feel better.
That's Ozark. He's not Ajax. Have fun on your camping trip. I really wish I could be there. I'm literally just got my leg up here on a pillow. So if I'm a little wobbly, please forgive me. I got you on my lap.
Bulldozer.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. See if I can get anybody up here. So I need more information, folks. Let me know if this link works. I bet. Do you feel like you need to buy a lottery ticket there, Tyler? I would be. Oh, crap.
What?
Not only was it a drunk driver driving 80 and a 35, it was a 19-year-old driving drunk.
Underage drinker.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Rob. Good luck on your PTSD test assessment. Don't overdo it. Don't, just remember to breathe. As long as you're breathing, you're going to be okay. I have to remind myself that sometimes. And I realized I was a lucky one. I didn't have it as bad as a lot of people. I just had to treat the people who had it bad. Definitely on that. Oh, I think the authorities are going to have more than a few words with him, Rob and Tyler. Most likely going to lose his license and probably some jail time if he's not if everything goes through correctly. And a heck of a lot of restitution. How bad is your car? Is it completely totaled? And please tell me you had insurance. At least full coverage. Because if your vehicle's totaled, I mean, yeah, you're not going to be able to replace that easily unless you have some decent insurance on top of that. And did the kid have insurance? That's another big thing. Because something tells me if he's 19 and he's drinking, he probably doesn't have it. Because he should have known better. Good. Well, I'm glad you had full coverage, so that's good at least on you. Either way, you're going to have you're going to get your vehicle replaced and things like that, and hopefully your back isn't too screwed up. Do what the physical therapist says to do and the docs say, and don't try to overdo it. Hey, how you doing, Jason? Long time no see. Links at the top of the chat if you want to come up, brother. I got plenty of room. Oh, sorry. Right there. Plenty of room right down in there. Okay. For your information there, Jason, Ajax was in a car accident today. He was run off the road by a 19-year-old drunk driver. He was knocked out. And I'm sure he's going to give you the full on-blown details, but he's okay. He's talking to us, so that's number one, good thing. Oh. Okay, he had multiple open containers. Okay. Well, if he's done it once, he's probably done it before, so he's probably Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling, pain wise? You're always watching from the bushes there, Rob.
Good evening, everyone.
Where are you? I don't see you.
Oh, I'm right here.
Okay.
No, just trying to get some stuff done around the house. Since I got sunlight until like 7:45.
Well, that's good. Jenny said it got up to 80 today. Right leg and back is killing him. They're giving him medicine. Okay, concussion. Be careful with a concussion. Those are no joke. Have your significant other check you out regularly. If you feel groggy, have them wake you, and you do go to sleep, have them wake you up every little bit just to check on you.
Also, if he starts talking a lot, yeah.
And if you start slurring your words, also keep track of that too, and contact your doctor, because concussions are no joke. Right, Jason?
Oh yeah, like I said, even if he starts blabbering too much.
Blabbering, slurring words, the irregular pupils of your eyes. That's another one you got to watch out. You probably already have that since they showed you had a concussion, So
Talking to yourself in the mirror.
you can monitor yourself in the mirror, but he can have his significant. He's
So if you start,
married. Is he married or not? I can't remember.
unknown,
He's, you don't know?
unknown.
Well, if he has a significant other, have them check you because when I got injured and I had a head injury, they had me make me up every couple hours just to make sure I'm okay. Because you just can't. Because sometimes those things can be more serious than you think. So just be careful, brother. I know what I would do in that situation because I've helped people through that, myself included. But it's good to have someone on hand for that. Um, I don't know. Okay, see. I hope so as well. That's what I said. I suggested earlier that I hope that he definitely loses his license. He might spend some jail time because he was not just speed. He was not just drunk. He was speeding as well, because almost twice the legal speed limit. That could also be a attempted vehicular homicide, I believe. If I'm wrong, Jason, you think that's be about right?
I can barely hear you.
Uh, it's on.
Turn your
Okay.
microphone up.
Okay, you always tell me to turn it down.
Yeah. Well, you're further away.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay. No, with the speed being what it was, that double the actual current speed. Um, uh, it could be considered nuclear, attempted nuclear homicide because of the going twice the legal speed limit while drunk.
Yeah,
It just
attempted manslaughter. Yeah,
depends what spin they want to put on it.
attempted involuntary manslaughter.
That one, yeah, what he just said. I'm just trying to remember the term because they did the same thing for the lady that I told you about, Jason, in my personal EMT case,
No, I don't remember.
where the accident with the kids involved and the drunk driver. I thought I told you that. Did I not?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, the last time I was a civilian EMT, I was on a run. It just happened to be a car accident with a drunk driver and a uh, family with little kids. She totaled their vehicle, rolled it. She was fine, and they had her out of her car, and all she kept on saying, "I was just trying to get home." Little kids had the superficial cuts that look worse than what they actually are. We're talking about 3, 4 year olds. Plus I think it was the mom. I wasn't sure if it was a mom and dad or both. It's been over 20 years, folks. So bear with me here. The details. I believe it was the mom. Dad wasn't there. But I think the mom had it worse than anything else. I think she injured her arm and some head injuries. So, but the drunk driver, she was fine. And like I said, all she kept on saying over and over again was, "I just was trying to get home." And she blew well over the legal limit. I don't know how fast the car was going or anything like that. I just had to deal with the injuries. And that was the day I realized I cannot be a regular EMT. Because when I was in the service, everybody volunteered to be there. Little kids did not volunteer to be hit. And I just mentally checked out of that particular profession since then. So, if anybody knows why I'm not a civilian EMT. This is why. I can deal with adults, not kids. So I hope the kid gets what's coming to him there, Tyler. And you never did answer if you have someone there to keep an eye on you. I need to know, please. I'm sure Jason's interested too. Because if you have a concussion, you need someone to keep an eye on you. Because they just don't go away, especially if you get knocked out. One should be a felony with the speed limit. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Did you hear what I said about waking you up when you fall asleep? If you start feeling drowsy and start nodding off? Just like I said, don't treat those lightly.
Yeah. Are you suffering from any nausea right now?
I didn't think to ask that. Thank you.
That's when you really got to worry.
Well, they might have some mild nausea. But it depends on how severe a concussion it was, too. But it was enough to knock him out.
You feel like you're going to hurl and stuff like that, you should be at the hospital.
Well, they released him, but that doesn't mean anything. Concussions, if anybody dealt with football players and their concussions, they don't realize the extent of the damage until later.
I mean, look what happened to Sonny Bono.
When he hit the tree?
Yep. Concussion.
Yep.
That's how it started, and it got worse.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Like I said, don't make me come up to Michigan for you. I'd find a way to get there. I don't have my medic bag anymore, but do you know what you need to do? Not just your parents. Because just because the doc told them, they can't feel what you're feeling. So you got to tell them. Be honest. Don't try to be a man about it. If you, just like, oh, just tough it out. Don't. So it wasn't but you were out long enough, and that's enough to worry.
Wow, he was out for a while.
Well, it depends on how far the ambulance drive was.
Yeah.
And how long it took for the ambulance to get to the location.
That's anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes.
Could be longer, depending on how far it took to get the ambulance to the site after being notified of it.
It takes time for paramedics to get there, get them out of the vehicle safely.
I would say about 45 minutes to an hour with traffic. And also, we don't know the location where the hospital was, or
I'm just saying the minimum time.
How far he is from the local hospital when he was driving home. Or I didn't really say if he was driving home, but when he was on the road. Were you coming back from hunting? Or from work? Or going to work, depending on the case.
I remember when I tripped and fell, I lost 3 days of work.
Well, he's going to be out for at least a week.
Yeah. All I did was trip over a header and into a ditch head first.
Ooh.
All I saw was purple.
Oh, I bet.
And I realized I was okay when the same song was on my earbuds.
It didn't repeat, did it?
No, this is a broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Climbed up out of the ditch and climbed to the truck and called into my supervisor. I need a helping hand.
You were lucky. You could have been hurt worse.
Oh, yeah. Only fell like 4 feet.
Doesn't matter. You could die at 2 feet.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you try waking up upside down, sitting on your head.
So he was lucky. He was only 30 minutes away from the hospital, which means it'd probably take about 10 minutes by ambulance, the way most as an ambulance driver, but no, because you get free reign on the highway.
Yeah.
Um, Still barring traffic, surprisingly enough, because you know how many idiots out there don't get out of the way.
Tell me about it. One day that ambulance might be coming for you.
And the thing is, it's not so much on the way there, it's when you get there because of freaking gawkers. That's the worst. Because you got to tell them to get the freaking out of the way so you can get up to the scene. Makes you really want to just push them off to the side. But they kind of frown upon that. Now, if I still had my Humvee ambulance, it wouldn't matter, you know. But in a new shiny civilian ambulance, no can do. I'm not paying the insurance on that puppy. But it was much better equipped than than some places. But I'm glad they got you to the hospital in a decent amount of time. You weren't too far, because sometimes there are just too many variables. But how long did it take for them to get to you? I mean, after the accident. Well, I think the airbag had something to do with the probably being knocked out. Because those things how fast do those come out? A couple 100 miles an hour, Jason?
Oh no, they inflate almost instantly.
Yeah, but I mean when they inflate instantly, how fast they're coming out of there.
Yeah. The question is, did the other vehicle make contact with him?
We said he don't remember.
Oh.
He said he was on the way, and he woke up. He was in the ditch. He didn't know what happened until after he was in the ambulance, which makes a big difference. Which means he got hit, and his vehicle. I'm not sure if it was a truck or car. I'm not sure what he had, and it was totaled.
Yeah, just kick back, relax, take care of it tomorrow.
Oh, he said he had a truck. So,
Yeah.
My condolences on the loss of your vehicle. I'm glad you weren't going hunting at the time, because you would have lost your air rifle too, because I knew you would have had that in your vehicle.
Well,
if you didn't already do.
Like I said, I'm still surprised how Earl walked away from his accident. Was it 3 months ago?
Reef robber?
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, I heard he had one. I didn't know anything about what the details.
Yeah, head-on collision.
Oh, that's even worse.
The other guy didn't make it.
Was it whose fault was it?
He left his lane.
The other guy.
Far as I know, they still don't know what happened. The guy was just veered off into his lane, oncoming traffic.
Dang. I mean, the only I've been in car accidents before, but no one's lost life or anything. I had to go to the hospital when a kid rear-ended me once, and it was nothing he could have done about it because it was the roads. It had black ice. He tried to stop, and he stopped a half a block away and slid.
Oh yeah, Ajax. It could have been way worse.
He's alive. That's some
traffic accidents I've had to come across and stuff like that. You're lucky.
Doug wants to know how you're doing there, Jason.
I've seen too many traffic accidents.
Same. We're doing a lot better than Ajax right now, there, Doug. Right now, Ajax has got the center stage, whether he likes it or not.
Listen, I'm doing good.
I
just got a mouse taunting me.
Yeah, that does that. He always does it when you go live.
I know, that's the whole part. I think I might just go live on Rumble.
I'm actually, the only thing I'm having issues with, though, Jason, is I've been running out of breath. And I don't know why.
Get your pulmonary checked out.
Thing is, heart's good. Breathe. I mean, I just literally like I ran a marathon. My lungs are clear. I'm not no pain. I was trying to take a shower and I was leaning over, cleaning myself. Then I lost all my breath. My endurance is literally gone.
Yeah, no, time to have you pumped full of dye and get checked out with your arteries.
Yeah. My heart didn't hurt or anything though. I don't think it was a heart thing. I just literally just lost my breath.
Yeah,
Uh,
call your doctor tomorrow and tell him.
I can do a teledoc thing tomorrow.
Yeah, just let them know. Say, hey, I had an issue, and
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I'm gonna actually. I don't know if it has anything to do with my knee or not, because I mean I'm still only 2 weeks out from my surgery, so that might be a part of it. I mean, it could be a blood clot for all I know. You know, just don't know it. Bless you as well, there, Tyler. Now he's in my boat trying to figure out how to do an outdoor thing while injured.
right.
Try to no hunting for you for the foreseeable future, brother.
Oh, he can still open the door and shoot a couple of gongs.
What?
Shoot a couple of gongs.
What's it? Oh, gongs.
Yeah.
No animals. No hunting. Hunting is what I said.
Yeah.
No squirrel hunting. I'm not sure if he's going to need crutches for his back or not because hot baths and heating pads, and eventually icy hot. Depending, you need to have your back checked out just to be on the safe side. Because just because the emergency room clears you does not mean you don't have a real injury.
Oh, what's this?
Did that happen to you, Doug? Did you try not wake up for 30 days? That would be freaky. Kind of reminds me of that one zombie movie. Guy went in for surgery, woke up 30 days later, and the hospital is completely deserted. And zombies everywhere, except the hospital, of course. Turns out it just happened to be turned out that he was an ex-soldier and all this other stuff. I can't remember the name of the movie though. It was a zombie movie though.
There's always zombie movies. I don't watch them.
I generally don't, but I didn't realize what it was. It was like one of those movies that was on, but I couldn't find the details on it because it was already started. Like, okay, like on Amazon Prime, you got the live TV thing.
Yeah.
You got different channels with the movies on. This was already in progress. I just caught it right after the title, so I didn't even get the title. It was right after it started, and I just started watching it. I like the survival aspects, hate the zombie aspect. Ooh. That one would scare the crap out of me, Doug. Having a heart attack at work.
Yeah.
I had heart issues while I was at work. It took 5 tries before they realized what the issue was for my heart. And that 5th one, I drove myself to the ER.
Mhm.
And when I got there, they said, "How'd you get here?" I drove myself, and they looked like I was crazy. Apparently, the enzyme that they needed to find, which was missing every time I had an issue, was finally there, and they ended up putting a stent in my heart that day. So I was lucky.
No, I had a buddy of mine who was lucky. Really, really lucky.
Well, right now we know that Ajax was lucky. He could have been.
Yeah.
He could have died. Who else? Who was your buddy?
My buddy Tom, he had a heart attack there halfway between Pumpkin Center and the dam for Roosevelt Lake. His
What
buddy
happened?
was traveling behind his buddy. He had the boat, and he pulled over. His buddy came back, got him, and raced him to the hospital there in Globe. So he survived a 30-minute drive to the hospital. They gave him a experimental heart medicine,
Right.
which cost like $4,000 for the 10 cc's. Put him on a
Hey.
chopper and sent him to down to Phoenix for the medical there.
That's. I think he would think that 4,000 was well spent.
Yeah, insurance covered it.
What happened exactly?
He had a blockage in the heart or in the artery.
It happens more often than you think. I mean,
And-
I didn't have any major issues. Then that one artery had a 90% blockage.
Yeah, and his was hereditary.
Mine was. They said it was not normal. It just happened.
And yeah, and he was in there for about a week, a little bit more than a week. I was the only person at work that came and saw him.
Mine didn't act up until I pushed myself.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because my heart tried to work harder, and it get to that point, and my chest would start hurting because it was trying to squeeze through that little 10%.
Yeah,
And they didn't understand what was going on.
yeah, he had a 90% blockage.
That's what I had. Yeah. I didn't pass out or anything like that, but I would have, literally bend over pain type thing right here. And so I understand what your buddy went through.
Oh yeah, but yeah, he was like that for a half an hour for the drive. His buddy was still towing the boat.
My condolences, Doug. Sometimes pacemakers don't always work.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, but his dad's stopped working. His dad's pacemaker stopped working.
Yeah.
But at least you still had your
Personal models.
dad. So my condolences on your dad. He produced a good friend. That's all that matters to me right now. So he did good. We got you. And friends we can always use. Right, Jason?
Yep. Just like I got to go find a one of those. 'Cause I was at the doctor's office today, and I need to go see a neuro doctor for my back.
Really?
Yep.
Not bad?
That bad.
You be careful.
We're gonna
Okay.
find out, do some work, and see if I'm hoping that a chiropractor can kind of help with it for just to help relieve the pressure on the nerves that are in my back. But we're gonna find out first.
If it's not too bad, I hope it's not too bad, first and foremost. Because, I don't like seeing you in pain any more than I like seeing anybody in my family.
I never did get that paperwork back from the doctor, did I?
And I'm glad your dad had lived a long life there, Doug.
No, I have a degeneration of the spine in my lower back. In other words, arthritis, and it's pushing on the nerves.
So they might retire you, dude.
I hope not.
They can
I want
medically
to work.
retire you, dude.
I want to work. I enjoy going to work.
I understand this,
To see my
but
buddies
you
at
may not
work.
have that choice.
Yeah, it all depends on how bad it is. Right now, my left thigh is numb.
Oh, hey, Tyler, don't ever apologize for that.
Yeah.
Your family, we worry
Oh.
about you.
If your mind is spinning for a moment, you need to actually go and watch
Talk
Roger
to-
Rabbit.
Talk to your mom. Talk to your dad. Have them talk to have them keep an eye on you. At least one of them.
Yeah, and go watch Roger Rabbit.
No, 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 no. Nothing like that. That's too much. Too much movement.
No, it's funny.
And no, no, no. It's not that I'm talking
Or
about. It
listen to
might
it.
cause him get nausea and throw up.
Listen to it then.
Yeah. Especially the animation is not good, especially if they do the bangs and the flashes and stuff. That's not a good choice. Now, if you want to do like a western or something like that, that might be a little bit better. Like maybe something from uh, John Wayne or something. But that's about all I would suggest. If he's a John Wayne fan, I don't even know he is, but I always thought everybody was. But yeah, I want everybody to be healthy and happy, myself included. But it's not always going to be that way, unfortunately. We're a lot old. We're a lot older generation, folks. With Tyler being on the younger side, just like Cliff.
Well, I don't know how old he is. I think he's just a little bit younger than I am.
You think Ajax is Tyler's younger than you? Not that young? He looks a lot young, pretty young.
Well, like I said, I look a lot younger than what I actually am.
Well, I look younger now with my weight loss. Just this right here is all that way.
I still can't believe how old I'm going to be this year. Jeez. I didn't think I'd
You're
make
still a baby. I don't care what you say. You're older than me, but you're still a baby. You're my brother. That's all that matters. We can tease you all we want. And you can tease us right back. And if we do something stupid, we have the reserve the right to cuss you out. Mostly you guys cuss me out because I do something stupid. Jenny will, I guarantee you, she'll do that to me.
Yeah,
Old
so tomorrow
fart-
morning I got to go to blood work. Hey, Bruno.
Hey, Big Mike.
They got me going in tomorrow morning for blood work. I got to fast tonight.
Keep us informed there, Jason.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, my dad had that kind of issue, and he actually ended up with a cracked vertebra which had to be replaced. And he basically lost all the ability to walk for more than a little bit before his legs would go numb or something like that, even after the surgery.
Yeah.
Yes, Doug, that is also true. We're all alive. That's all that matters. But we're here to support each other. Oh, by the way, Jason, please do me a favor. Say hi to Molly for me.
He says hi. She says hi back to
Molly
everybody.
says hi, but she's doing diamond painting right now. Hey, love. Is that your third diamond painting or second this week? Second. Which one are you doing now?
Dolphin.
Oh, the dolphin one. Okay. How much longer?
Probably another day or so.
Okay. Be well there, Tyler.
Be well.
Jason, would you keep me updated with what he says to
Oh,
you?
yeah, this is going to take a while. I mean, I got to get it approved through the insurance company.
No. Tyler's leaving.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw that.
No, just keep me informed what he tells you.
Yeah.
If that's okay, Tyler.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sometimes we talk back and forth on Messenger.
Nope, I'm not playing Catch the Arrow.
Yeah. They'll probably send me pictures probably in the next few days.
Well, his truck's totaled, so.
I know. He probably doesn't know how bad yet.
Well, if it's bad enough that the insurance are calling it totaled, we'll have to wait and see. No, it's not me there, Mike. Tyler was in an accident this morning.
Yeah, we're all dealing with trials and tribulations of 2025.
Jason's got to go to the doctor tomorrow about his back. Doug lost his dad. Yeah, we've had a lot of major issues. The only issue I have is that I had trouble catching my breath the past couple of days. That's the only catching I have to do.
Yeah, have him take a picture of that stent. Make sure it's not clogging back up on you.
And if there's anything to salvage on your truck, do so. I'm sorry, people keep on thinking just because it can't be driven doesn't mean it can't be scavenged. Any of your equipment that you had on board, like if you had a bug out bag or whatever. That's
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere there, Big Mike.
I say a final fell wear for the pickup truck, some tannerite. I'm a half a mile
Ooh.
away.
Uh, guess where you would get that tannerite? Here.
Off the shelf, anywhere.
But it's legal here in Iowa. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
removed the restriction on how much you can buy.
Yeah, that's weird. 50 pounds.
50 pounds is not, you can go higher than
That's a
50.
lot. That's a lot.
You could buy 100 pounds, 1,000 pounds. If you have the money for it, you can buy it.
Yeah, that's something I'm probably not going to mess with.
Me either. And I think I've always wanted to do an exploding arrow thing, just because. Why the hell not? But
I don't know if that's to be enough impact to set it off.
not tannerite, but an exploding arrow head type thing. You know, impact type with a really nice. Well, probably with a percussion cap, it might. You know,
The furthest I'll probably go is maybe those Firebirds, and that's going to be about it.
I know, but it's still
Those Firebird targets. But I won't do them here because there's too much leaf litter here on the ground, and
right.
the last thing I need to do is start a fire.
Tannerite, Big Mike.
Yeah.
It's an explosive. It's legal here in Iowa to own without license, and they
They're great
remove
they're great for getting rid of
stumps. That's the big thing they're used for.
beaver dams.
Well, we don't have a ton of beaver dams here, but we do get beavers. Don't get me wrong. We don't have a lot of beavers here. But we do have stumps that need removal and things like that. But yeah, I know my manager has blown up many stumps, and sometimes they just shoot out there for fun, just to blow them up. Long as they notify the local sheriff or DNR or both what they're doing, perfectly legal. I've never seen it done, never done it myself, because I've never seen a need. Like I said, I just wanted to do the arrow thing once, just to say I've done it. But that's all. What's one thing I'd like to do in my life, though, Jason? Try something to see if I can do it, if that makes any sense.
But that's what humans do best.
And there's one thing. There's a couple things I will not do. Parachuting is one of them. Because there's a reason for it.
Yeah, I'd probably try that.
I only have to fail once with that one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that, Mike. But I said, while we have them, they're not as common as some places. I mean, I know they're down in Texas probably, and they're up in Michigan definitely, up in Minnesota, that kind of area, in Canada definitely.
Yeah, beavers are good and bad at the same time. So,
actually, there was a place, I believe it was, what was it? It wasn't Missouri. No, it was in Canada. Actually, I think these guys had a plan for building an actual dam to build up this river thing, and 12 beavers, which they released years ago, corrected that problem for them naturally. They built the dam to stop the river to back it up like they wanted to do. So they didn't have to pay anybody to do it. The beavers did it for them. Saved them millions of dollars. But that's one of the few beaver stories I know, and I'm just passing it along because that's the way I read it. And I've seen shows like Duck Dynasty deal with those kind of things. I'm not sure in your line of work as a pest control person dealt with beavers, though.
hold on a minute. I am checking this out here. Hold on.
Which one are you checking out?
I'm about ready to put this on
Okay.
the check.
Big screen?
This is the one I've been kind of telling everybody about here.
Okay. I'm waiting for it to pop up so I can show it.
Yeah, so how beavers are good at the same time.
They have their uses.
Yeah.
Did you want to show it up here or no?
No, it's another YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you want to check out how good beavers are, where they are beneficial,
Yeah, yeah. I can see
that's
where
the
they
place.
were. Yeah, that's before, right? The first part.
Yeah, they're showing before and after, and this is the lady who was actually taking pictures over 32 years ago, and this video is 3 years old.
Right.
So we're talking 25 years ago when she was a biologist, when she was really young, and she took pictures of this creek back then when she was a young biologist.
Was that in Idaho?
No, this is actually in Nevada.
There's another one in Idaho. If you look at the
Yeah,
side there
yeah, and this one here will take you to
today.
a couple of other places where people have been introducing beavers back into the desert
That makes
where
sense.
they used to be.
That's cool that they reintroduced the ecosystem.
Yeah,
Not only does it help the beaver, it helps the other wildlife as well. Look at the trees in this. They're not just scrub brush anymore.
yeah. I mean, yeah, next to a farm field, not that great, but yeah, if numbers kept in check, they can actually replenish the groundwater.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, that's what happened with in that video there.
Mm-hmm.
They had the drought, 5 years ago, that real bad one.
Right.
His wells were the only one that didn't go dry.
All right. That's good though. Did they
Yeah.
penalize him for that though?
They what?
Penalize him because that's what they do nowadays.
Yeah, they just showed up and he just let them be, as far as I know.
No, the government.
No, they just
You can see the green belt there. Dixie
yeah,
Creek.
uh-huh. And after you watch a couple of videos of that area, I mean, it went for, and all the riparian
It's pretty
birds
lush.
came back, the fish came back, everything came back.
Do they have trout?
Yeah,
That would be awesome to go trout fishing. I love trout fishing, as you already know.
yeah. But like I said, depending on where they are, it's a good thing or a bad thing. And also, the beavers have also returned to England.
I wasn't sure about that. I was going to ask about that, but Rob, if you're still here, let me know. But he said he was going to leave early because he has got a PTSD appointment tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, and also, what was it? They're also showing back up in California too. In the
that's a good
in
thing
the
and a
Delta.
bad thing, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, they said for where I live, a beaver can be bad.
25-foot tall beaver dam.
Oh yeah,
I can understand them using corn stalks because those are pretty plentiful.
oh yeah, oh no, they love corn.
Yeah. They're not eco-terrorists, not eco-friendly, but they're not unfriendly either.
Oh,
They just are. They're animals. They do what they do.
and they're busy as a beaver.
And okay, they do like bunnies. Bunnies make mother bunnies really, really well. And just like cats. Cats do the same thing. Make more cats. But cats also help reduce the rodent population.
Oh yes,
Little history fact. Did you know that's one of the main reasons why the plague happened in Europe?
yeah, because they got rid of the cats.
We got rid of the cats. Big Mike says, do English beavers wear monocles? No more than Mr. Peanut does. Give me a second there, Jason.
What now?
Just breathing. It's not painful. It's not anything else. It's just like my breath just gets taken away. I'm deep. I'm breathing deep. My lungs are clear. All that. No pain. Just weird. Jenny wants me to go get checked out. So
Well, I told you to go get checked out.
I got to go to the VA for that because that's where I went and got my first assessment. The thing is, I had my heart checked before my surgery, a little over a month ago,
Yeah, but they don't check the
they
artery.
said my heart was 100% fine. They did the echo, they did the EKG, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, they check the heart, they check the lungs, but they're not checking the arteries.
No, they checked all that.
Okay.
They had to. So this might be a separate issue because they said they would not do my surgery without that. So
Yeah.
it was requirement.
Hopefully it's not a blood clot.
That's the one thing I'm a little worried about.
I just now realized that because you just had surgery.
I mentioned that earlier. I don't think you caught that, but
Yeah.
that they said that might be a possibility.
Call them
But
now.
I don't have any medication. I'm on blood thinners already, so I don't know what else I need to start taking. That I mean, it may absolve itself naturally. I'm gonna have to go through my medications and make sure I took everything, especially the blood thinners.
Is there anybody there at the doctor's office you can call now for after hours?
Not really, because my doctor's in Des Moines.
Yeah, but you still leave a message though.
Yeah, I've got to call in, so I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Leave a message now.
I will after I get down here.
There should be an emergency number that they can contact you with an after hours nurse.
I will once we get done here.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go till 9 o'clock though,
Alrighty.
because I think I'm pretty close to being done.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I was so tired. I feel like I ran a marathon, and I slept from before 5 o'clock till about 1:30 in the morning. Solid sleep. Out to the world. And I was awake for a couple hours, then I went back to sleep.
The question is, do you have a oxygen saturation sensor
No,
in the house? Okay.
I've never had any issues with my lungs before. I'm
No.
a non-smoker.
But if you got blood clot in the lung right now, that's what's going to cause
Breathing problems.
For it to go down. Yes.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna double check my blood thinners, make sure I took everything. If I missed one, that might be an issue. But I've got my normal everyday blood thinners I normally take for my heart. So I have to double check because I know I've got I'm out of my pain meds. I've got some antibiotics, but that won't help with blood clots. A couple, another one for. Let's see, what's the other one for? I can't remember what it's for. I'd have to look it up. I can see them over my shelf. I've got to go look at them. I'll take whatever I need to take just to double check them. I don't think my antibiotics are going to do anything though.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just mostly out of breath.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm going from breathing fine to being winded.
Yeah.
But I was also straining myself when that first happened. I was actually trying to clean I was in the shower showering, and without my cane or any support or anything like that, I was standing for the first time. So I did overexert myself.
Yeah, but if you were having troubles yesterday.
Yeah, that's it. I did because I went and did something yesterday. I had to go get some meds from the pharmacy at Walmart. I went to Goodwill, and I drove out to the lake and back. But when I got home, I was done. But I was most activity I've done in a while though. Because I walked further than I normally do. I thought I overexerted myself. Because my endurance isn't there, especially with my knee being what it is. And I didn't think I went too fast or anything like that, or I didn't lift anything. I just walked, because that's one of the things they're requiring me to do is do a lot of walking for at least 5 minutes or longer as I can handle it. But I'll give them a call, see what I can need to do, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I should call the VA or should I call my doctor that I had the surgery with.
The doctor you have surgery with.
Yeah. Because I don't know if that would be a part of it. So I got to find the paperwork for that to find out who I need to talk to.
Yeah, I'm sure they got an after hours number you can call.
Oh, yeah. Because I went up to the clinic up in Clarion, is where I had my surgery. So I may have to see if there's anybody there after hours or have an after hours number.
Yeah, they should have an after hours number.
Because when I did my week first week follow up, is when they took the bandage off and put on the steri strips and stuff like that. The doctor that we ended up seeing. Oh no, you're fine there.
Yeah,
No,
you're fine.
no. He was actually one of the guys who was actually in on my surgery. So I got lucky. He actually went home early, but they called him back. He just literally just left before my appointment. So he came back, checked my knee out, said it was fine. They mentioned the possibility of blood clots, but I don't realize where they're going to be coming from per se. It could be from my knee, most likely.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not going to cause an embolism or anything like that. That would be really bad. Pulmonary stuff sucks. But I'll give them a call and find out what I can need to do next. I'll double check my meds first before I do anything. Then I'll go from there. Make sure I didn't miss one. Because they got me on some weird stuff that I've never even heard of. And I've heard of Jenny's a med aid, and she's never heard of some of these. But hopefully it's a temporary thing that'll work itself out, because generally they say that's what they do. They do work themselves, see how they work themselves out. Since I'm not having any chest pain or anything like that. Because the only symptom I have right now is I'm out of breath.
Yeah, that might be the only one you get.
True. And last thing I need to do is have something worse happen while I'm trying to recover from my knee.
You got it.
And that would definitely put me down even longer.
Yes.
And that would definitely freaking suck. So no chest pain or anything that I can notice. Make sure you're okay in there. When I did my, you know where the center of your chest is, where your rib cage is, you eat your sternum?
Yeah.
That's where my heart hurt when
Yeah.
I had my first thing. So I know it's not a heart thing because I don't feel anything there. But if it's in my lungs, it's a whole different ballgame.
Because you won't feel that.
No. Like I said, I just lost my breath and I just felt really tired. I didn't have any problem breathing other than that. But once I laid down, I was fine. Just moving around is a little tougher.
Yeah, that's because you're using your oxygen.
Well, I actually haven't exerted myself in a while either because of, I wasn't able to. And I miss being outside. And yesterday was near perfect.
I know, and I was at work.
Happy belated St. Patrick's Day for everybody who missed it.
Oh yeah, like I said, I had my corned beef and tortillas. I was happy.
Corned beef and tortillas, what a combo.
With a little bit of mustard, yeah, that's awesome.
Where's the meat?
Like corned beef.
At least you didn't put cabbage on there too.
You cut it up into thin slices, against the grain.
I don't like corned beef. Ian and Jenny do. I don't.
I love it.
It's one of the few meats I don't like, next to liver. Well, I hope your father-in-law is going to be okay there, Daniel. And Tiffany, I hope your dad's going to be okay. But right now, I did go without coffee yesterday, so I thought that might be one of the reasons.
I doubt that.
And I tried to substitute it for chocolate. Cocoa, in fact. And That was different for me. I bet it's been a long year and a half to almost 2 years for me. And I've been dealing with a knee injury since 2023 of one form or another. And with my recent weight loss and stuff, which is a good thing, obviously, I'm down to 259.7. Yes, you heard me right. I'm in the 50s again. I haven't been in the 50s and I don't know how long. So that's a good thing. So that puts me down. Oh man, what's that put me down? I actually didn't check. Give me a second. I started off at 317.
It's almost time.
Yep. 3 more minutes, folks. 57.3 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose in just under a year. More than some. Ian! Sorry, give me a second. I'll be right back.
I forgot about it. I'm sorry. Okay?
You're going to go put the trash out now. That you're out.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
Well, Ian was supposed to do it earlier.
I know. Our trash trucks come now at like 7:30 in the morning.
No, you put the trash out, dude. That way you don't have to worry about it later. It's got to be put out. Put my boots on.
No.
Oh, Ian found some really cool boots at the Goodwill recently. They cost how much did those boots cost? $25 for Harley Davidson boots.
Oh.
And they've barely been worn. They do need some new insoles, according to Jenny. But other than that, Ian, can I see your boots real quick before you? I don't know. You didn't say you were getting food. Ah. No. Not at all. But I want to show people your boots. And you know how Harley Davidson boots aren't cheap.
No.
And from me looking at the tread at the bottom, they've barely been worn. Okay, here they are. That's from Ian wearing them, folks.
Yeah, they've been worn quite a bit.
No, that's Ian. They were cleaner yesterday. Oh. Look at that. The heel, barely worn.
The screws are still rusty as hell.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second here. I just dropped my mouse. But
oh, mouse droppings.
But there's no wear right here at all.
Yeah.
Some of them. There are.
Yeah, but look at that.
Rusty.
Those treads really, really good. And this is all Ian's work right here because he decided to chop down a tree in our
that
back.
wasn't for me. I didn't have that.
Oh. But you can see. Really good condition. $25.
That's how I got
These are really expensive boots.
No,
there's a little proof that they're Harley Davidson. There's the name right there.
But no, that.
And right there.
That's not the king.
Well, we know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the front end.
Yeah. So Ian swapped wearing his combat boots for these, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Now can I have my boot back?
No, I'm selling them on the eBay.
Oh, drop it.
Can I have my mouse, please? Thank you. Now,
it's now 9:00.
Yep, it's now time for me to say goodbye, folks. I will see you tomorrow on Jason's channel between about 7 o'clock Central Time. You'll be talking something gardening or air rifles or both.
I don't know yet.
he might get that talk about the latest mouse he just picked up when he's been talking to us, because he mentioned that he was seeing one when we were talking. So
Oh, yeah.
that might be probable too. So be well, be safe. I love you guys all. Ajax, I hope you heal well. Everybody who's lost somebody, my condolences. Daniel and Tiffany, I hope your dad's going to be okay. Big Mike, love you, brother. Ninja says, and we've been calling her either Little Miss or a bulldozer because she's been bulldozing everything. So I'm going to say be well, be safe, and I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3,
Get outside.
2, 1. What else do you say?
Slap a rat.
Slap a rat.